Alrighty, well, welcome everyone to our call today. What an exciting week we've had. You know what? We were just talking right before everybody else got on the call that this has been like the first full week of September. We're starting to feel fall in the air, and there's a lot of excitement going on right now at One Hope. My name is Chris Whitaker, and I'm part of the training and field development team. This past Saturday, we turned over a huge page in our One Hope story as we launched many new programs, and we further enhanced OneHopeWine.com as it becomes an even greater tool for all of you guys. So we're really excited to be able to bring you all of the enhancements that we have to OneHopeWine.com today. With the help of a great team, we were able to begin the migration of all the information that you guys have been used to having at via OneHope.com and via you. And while it may seem a bit challenging to have so much change and so much new, I can tell you guys that you will feel that it is very familiar in no time at all. I know this because I've been going through it myself in the last few weeks, and already I'm starting to feel like certain things are second nature that weren't second nature before. So I want you guys to just kind of sit back. Let us take you through a tour of the new resource center and the training center, and also a little tour around OneHopeWine.com. So let's go ahead and dive into our training today. First, let's take a look at where we were and what has changed. First of all, in the past, we know that we had our training center that we launched back in May. We have interactive courses there and videos, of course. We also had Via University, so we had information in two different spots. That's where our event calendar was, our materials, our documents, all the things that you guys were used to. But now, today, as of September 1st, we have our training center, of course, but we also have two new wine education courses, which I hope you guys have gone in and started the courses because they're just amazing. Mari's done a great job, and Mari and Drew's done a lot too with the Learning Center and being able to get that all up and running for you. And also now we have our resource center, also something that Drew has been so helpful in implementing too. One of the reasons why I invited him to be on the call today so that he could tell you guys a little bit more. We have everything that you guys were used to at VAU there. It might just be organized a little bit differently, and it takes a little bit of time to be able to find where some of the things are, but we're going to show you guys where it's at. And what I'm so proud of, what I'm so excited about, is that we no longer have information in two different places. Now you've got one spot. You go to OneHopeWine.com and you're going to find your training center, and you're going to find your resources. You're going to be able to place your orders and have your order management done there. We do still have some things back at via OneHope.com, of course, or now I think it's called backoffice.onehopewine.com, but it's going to look exactly the same. And that's where you're really going to manage like your compensation, and you will be able to see your team there. That kind of stuff, it's going to take more time to get that to come over to onehopewine.com, but for now you can find it there. So you still have a little bit of stuff that you might have been managing before that's still right there at via onehope.com. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, let's do a refresher of how to log into onehopewine.com. I know that it's been a little bit, like some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't remember how to do this, or I didn't log in before, and now it's time for me to do this. So first and foremost, logging in is really simple. Just go to onehopewine.com, and in the upper right-hand corner is going to be a purple box that says sign in. When you click on that, this is going to pop up. Now, if you have already registered, it's going to prompt you to log in. And you can log in using one of either your email, or you could use Facebook, or you could use Gmail. If you have been there before, if you have an account on the previous site, it does say that if it's your first time logging into the new site, that a one-time password reset is needed. So just know that that might happen. But if you haven't registered yet, you do have to go through a registration process, which is very simple. It's all intuitive. There's prompts that take you through the registration process. Once you've logged in for the first time, you'll never see the registration process again, which is the reason why I can't show it to you right now. However, what I will tell you is that it's easy, it's intuitive, and you guys will not have any trouble with that. Okay, so once you do that, once you log in, then you're going to see your name, of course, because the site will recognize you as a cause entrepreneur because you're already preloaded into this. Once you are in there, then you have a drop-down menu that comes down, and you'll see the Training Center and resources right below the Cause Entrepreneur dashboard. So that's where you're going to log into Training Center or resources. So if you click on resources, this is what you're going to come to. And I love this. This is so clear and so clean, and it's just so simple to be able to find the information. We have 8 categories that we have bucketed all the information into. They are events, trainings, incentives, marketing and promotions, brand, business management, customers, and support. So let's explore each one. First of all, the events tab. It includes all current training events, whether it's a tour on the road, a weekly call or webinar training, and eventually our regional training calendar will be here as well, where your hosted meetings out in the country can be found. That's what our events tab is. Next, we have our training tab. Now, this is a tab you guys are going to visit a lot, and it's going to change a lot too. So you want to make sure that you visit it daily for frequent additions. Now, as you can see, when you go through trainings, we have it categorized. Welcome to One Hope is all about getting started. We include a direct link to the new Cause Entrepreneur training course here, and that's also found in the Training Center. We then feature the 4 keys to success and all the supplemental information we have to support booking and host coaching, selling, sponsoring, and developing. We then have training on the compensation plan and product education, including a direct link to Mari's Intro to Wine course. Also notice that we have a stock report, I think that was just circled. I'm not keeping up with my screen. And it's updated every time there's a change in our inventory. So you definitely want to check this out frequently. Finally, the CE dashboard and back office tutorials are found next. And this is also an area where you will see some updates very soon, and that will be updated frequently too as we have developments. Finally, we're just beginning to build our leadership library, so stay tuned as this becomes a rich resource for those of you who are in leadership or are interested in leadership. Our next tab is incentives, and this is where you're going to find information again on our compensation plan, as well as incentives like the One Hope Vacation, Fast Start, and our bonus programs. Next, we have marketing and promotions. Currently, it has press highlights that you'd like to share, if you'd like to share them or just to know more about how we're being featured out in the press. And it's also where all of our shareables are. And they're all in a Google folder, just as they were when you would click on them in VAU. So if you guys want to see the most up-to-date shareables, they're here. And then also, as we introduce some new things, we will definitely make sure that we put the shareables in those categories too. Like for instance, for our program enhancements. We'll make sure that we have them in a couple places so that you guys don't have to go digging for them. We have also categorized our brand. Our brand section helps to give you guidelines on how you tell the One Hope story, and it arms you with great tools such as our 2 videos about One Hope. This is a tree, and then our One Hope story. And then we also have our How We Give video here. You guys can look for more brand guidelines in the future to help you with best practices like posting and stuff like that to make sure that you're staying within our brand guidelines. This is also a category that where we can really celebrate our impact, and we can make sure that we bring more awareness to our impact as well. And then we have business management, and this is where all the things are that you need for managing your business. This is where they're going to be found as downloadables. For instance, we have a PDF of our order form that has been updated. I know that the order forms that are going out right now, the triplicate or duplicate order forms, are not updated, but we have updated our PDF order form to reflect the Grateful Club and some other things too. This is something that will be found here eventually, and it will be downloadable. For now, notice that you can order your business cards through Vistaprint directly from a link found here. And also, our terms and conditions, while currently being updated with our new branding, is also an important tool for you to frequently check when you're wondering about policies and stuff like that. So it's right here in the business management area. And we've recently introduced a slew of new customer programs such as Grateful Club, the Host Program, and our new starter kits. So those you can find under the Customers tab. And finally, the one that I'm super excited about is that we have a support tab that's right front and center for you guys to be able to click on and be able to have access to all of the great support that Drew and his team have put together. So to take you through what's available here from support, we've got our Director of Support, Drew Hall, with me today, who's going to take you guys through a tour. So Drew, are you ready to take it away?
Yes, Chris, I absolutely am. I love the overview you've just given of our 8 hubs. The support hub is certainly an important one, but in my opinion, no more important than the other hubs where all of the trainings are. And really, Chris and I have developed a wonderful partnership. You know, becoming a productive cause entrepreneur, it takes starting at the beginning, fixing mistakes, and really this virtuous cycle of learning. So what this support tab has now is a searchable, categorized series of articles that should get you to the questions you're looking for. But this isn't all of it. This is just another feature to the broader resources center. Chris, if you want to go ahead and press play, I'd be glad to see where we're going through. I don't have the presenter notes up, but I know we're going to take a walk through here, and I think it's going to be great. So is the video
it's going to be great. Something just happened with my
That's okay. It's just the universe challenging me. That's how
it's the universe challenging me, I think, Drew. Hang on a second. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Yep,
just let it run. So currently the support hub takes you directly to our help center. The best feature of the help center is the search bar up at the top. You can type something directly in, and the way we're building our articles is so they're driven around keywords. It's like a mini Google. So type in something like shipping time, and the objective is to have the shipping time article pop up. You'll notice we've got 5 broad categories now: causes, impact, hosting and events, everything about onehopewine.com, ordering, delivery, and then the CE community, which has a lot of terms and conditions and those types of questions. So right now we're here on causes and impact, and you can see both the categories were available on that front landing page as well as here in a searchable catalog off to the left. These are being updated every time we get a new question that we haven't had an easy answer to, or we are just, as we develop new, Grateful Club, we just added some stuff in to the help center there. So just like the rest of the resource hubs are continually being updated, so too is this help center. We've spent a lot of time here in the One Hope Wine for Cause Entrepreneurs to help you guys get the answers to questions about how to use the website, how to build in Square as an integration to your checkout process, sharing your pages, building those custom links that can drive people directly to a specific varietal and still have that purchase go against your to your business. We also have some things for customers, just so you're aware of what a customer might be seeing when they're going through the website. So that's really important that you guys are aware of what their interaction looks like as well, to coach them. So that's why we've put that in there. Ordering and delivery, this is really the backbone of the business. How long something takes in transit, what to do when there's weather issues in your area, how to update address changes or delivery addresses. That's all in this section. And then lastly, we have Really, this is where we get into the program details around when to expect tax and filing notifications, when to expect commission payment schedules. This is a great place to really see all of the broad knowledge categories you'd need to understand, from terms and conditions to selling. And what's great about this is that it's not unique from what's in the other hubs here in the Resource Center. This is really, we have a principle of duplication or even triplication. We want it to be easy for you to find the information you're looking for. So when you're looking through, say, the training hub and you found a PDF on the comp plan, that's exactly what we want. But if you're in the Help Center and you need information on the comp plan, we want you to be able to search for it there. So Chris has done a really great job building a broad perspective of how our resources live together. And this is one of the, in my opinion, the best benefits of this new Resource Center is all of it's right here in a straightforward, easy to navigate way. And you should expect to see things on multiple pages, right? So what Chris has just clicked into is really one of the features, and I'm not sure if I'm going ahead, Chris, but
I went ahead.
So let's go ahead and, the Help Center, I hope everybody goes in there and searches for articles. If there's something you're looking for or anyone on your team is looking for and they can't find it, you guys know we're very easy to contact. You can chat with us. Mm-hmm. We don't have the chat icon here on this video. It was down for, I guess, the day when you were making this video, Chris, but you can always chat us, and then my team will direct these challenges to us so we can build in new articles. So your downlines won't have to ask you, and that first time it rolls into a Help Center article. So the idea here in the Help Center is easy to search and categorized. It is redundant isn't the nicest sounding word, but redundant can be positive. We've built in redundancy to the information so you can find it here in the Help Center, or you can find it in the PDFs. The PDFs are really designed to be shareable and to give to your prospects and teammates. And so, Chris, is there anything I've missed here? I've tried to give a brief overview of the Help Center and then how the Help Center connects with the broader resources. Did I miss anything?
You did great. It was, I love all the extra stuff that you shared here about this, because it is the goal that we have this information at your fingertips and that it's not hard to find. I absolutely love the word redundancy and repetitiveness, because I feel like the more we can put things in certain spots for you to be able to find the information, the better. But this is your place. This is your place to hang out. Go and, you might find your answer here and be able to gain that knowledge and feel solid about that. And, sometimes we go to the community page really, really quick with our questions because it's quick. We think we're going to get an answer right away, when sometimes you might not get the qualified answer. So know that this is a place where you can get the qualified answer independently. You can look here, then you can check with your mentor, or check with one of us, or do the chat window to support. So that's really, really helpful for you guys. So I think that just knowing where all of this information is going to help you guys tremendously.
And let me just add one more, the little cherry on top of the ice cream sundae we're making here. There were really some principles that we came into this project with, and one of them was consistency. We wanted to make sure that when you went to our resource library, it looked and felt like the rest of the new onehopewine.com. We want your overall experience to feel connected and not have to maintain multiple platforms. And we all know that there are still some platform branches that it takes to be successful. And I'd hope over the last few months we've really built confidence that the vision of a unified platform is getting close. And so this Resource Center alongside with the Training Center really are a humongous step forward in terms of this principle of consistency. And I'm really, really excited that when Chris brought this project to the broader team and said, I think we have an opportunity to revamp our Resource Center, connect it more cleanly with the Training Center, and then One Hope Wine more broadly. I really think we've achieved that. And so I'm excited that this is the first step in building the resource center. And you noticed on the monthly promotions, there's nothing there in that category. This is intended to live and breathe. And from our side, this system is in fact much easier to use and update on our end. So this is intended to become a place where things change. And when you're looking for something, you can find it through the search bar in the Help Center. And if it directs you to a PDF in the Resource Center to download, that's really the goal, is to get you what you're looking for quickly, where you don't have to jump from place to place to go find something. So I think Chris has done a really nice job bringing in a consistency, putting redundancy across the hubs. So if you're on a page, you can still get where you're going. And then also ease. We really want to make this easy, because the easier it is for you and your teams to find what you're looking for, it's the faster you're going to get to business, and you're going to book a great event and inspire a host and their guests, and maybe even convert a host into a new downline team member. And so I really have a lot of confidence in what we've provided for you, and I'm looking forward to incrementally improving this over the next few months. So it is, it gets from A to that A++ that all of us are so motivated.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Thank you, Drew. And you give me too much credit. You've done a lot here, and that consistency is very much appreciated, I think, by all of us. So, but it's always a work in progress, and we will always be working to improve. So let's go ahead and take a look at something else that is so cool that you can find in the resources that I love. And that is the fact that you can go right to the link, right to a link for program enhancements. So all the program enhancements that we had, you guys, at VEU, that really kind of just goes through everything that is a change that we've presented in the last couple of weeks, is right here. All the training is here, all of the links to the PDFs. We have overviews that if you want the cliff notes to a training, they're there in the overview. So definitely make sure that you click on program enhancements so that you can find that information too. Also, something else that I absolutely love is that we have an index. And so there is a link to an index, and this is where you can find everything that we currently have available in one easy spot. The list is alphabetized for simplicity, which I love, anything simple. And just remember that if you can't find something, go to the index, because it's probably there. And then if you still can't find it, just drop us a note, because we'll help you find it. Okay, so let's talk now about what's new with the Training Center. So many of you guys have taken the New Cause Entrepreneur Training course, or the Onboarding Your New Cause Entrepreneur Training course. Those are going to be updated here very, very soon with all of the new information. But I'm also so thrilled, as I know that you guys are, to share that we have our new wine education courses. Let me tell you, these are amazing. If you guys have not taken these courses yet, I feel like, wow, we got to come back with some really, really good courses to match Mari's courses, because they are amazing.
They're
you guys definitely want to get in there and take these courses. So let's take a quick tour of the Training Center with Drew again, which is also accessible from your Cause Entrepreneur dashboard drop-down menu just above the resource tab. So Drew, I'm going to start it off for you, okay?
All right. The Training Center. If you guys haven't been here, I really hope you click that button that's in that drop down. What you have here are all of the courses that you're enrolled in. Every course we publish, we're currently enrolling every CE in. So when you go to your Training Center, there's no need to search for courses and try to find something. We want it, again, to make it easy. So they're right there. All you have to do is press the start button. Okay, we got a nice smiling picture of Jake there. I love that one. Like Chris was just showing in the video, you can see your completed courses and your enrolled courses. There's a really fun progress bar to show how close you are to complete. This Introduction to Wine course, you can see on the left all of the modules that are in the course. There's some really great stuff in here, by the way. I'm going to go off script for a second. It's a really wonderful course. to help us understand really some of the knowledge and the background and what makes wine such a unique part of our society. It's really great. I programmed all of these questions for Mari, and I really feel like I know a lot more now about the products and the background on what it is that we're training our hosts, guests, and teams on. So what Chris just showed you there was the quizzes. After each module, there's a quiz. The quizzes are 3 questions. You have unlimited attempts to get those 3 questions right. Our goal is to teach you guys this information. We're not trying to really separate A, B, C, D. This is about transmitting information. So we've tried to make it as easy as possible by having a simple knowledge check after each of the modules. And then at the end, we've created a certification exam, which is the same questions from each of the quizzes, just in a different order. So when you do click into these exams, it's the same format. They're all single choice, true or false. It's an 85% pass rate. We do want to make sure you've retained the knowledge. It's not unlimited at the certification. You only have 3 attempts to pass a certification. But after all of the quizzes and the fact you get 3, we have a pretty good pass rate at this point. And when you pass, you get a really nice certificate that you can feel confident and proud of. So that's the training center. One thing I would say, probably off script as far as the training center goes, but again, in the aim of redundancy and building the same information into different places, what's in the training center is not unique and different from what's in the resource center or what's even on a product description page on the website. If you go to the page that details Vintner Collection Red Blend, you're going to find the same stuff in the Vintner's course. The difference between all of the other resources and information areas and the training center is you can print that certificate and you can know that if you've got knowledge from all of these different places, by the time you make it to the training center and you take this course, it's comprehensive. You're not going to have missed anything if you go through this course, and you will feel confident about grape growing, something that I think guests at events want to know about. It's more than just juice in a bottle. There is a lot that goes into making our products more than just products and experiences. And this training center really seeks to bring that to life. And once you click into a course and you take these in and you watch the introduction to each of these courses, you're going to know what I mean. And you're going to be really inspired by what our team has built here. I'm really proud to have been on the team that put this together. And I think you guys and your teams are going to love it.
I love that, Drew. I love that you use the big C word, confidence, because that's what knowledge will bring everybody. And I think that you will definitely feel this. And then I love too that we've got that certificate for you to print out, because that's your credentials. I mean, you really are learning, you're getting an education here. And so you should not, discount that at all. It's very important what you're able to do here. So in the same vein of Drew talking about the how there's a lot of different places where you can learn. We've got the training center. We've got the back of the label of a bottle of wine. We have the catalog. We have a lot of different places where you can learn. There's also an abundance of information at our fingertips that can help us with building powerful stories about One Hope and our opportunity with One Hope. It's about building that arsenal of information that you have. And so I really want to challenge you guys to visit our website and really get to know what you can, in addition to what we have provided in the Resource Center and the Training Center. So let's begin with some of the pages that have some really great information for you. The first one is our story page. The One Hope story is easily accessible by going to the left navigation menu. Check out our new mission statement, then watch the One Hope video, read the story, and meet the team. It's a really great way for you guys to get to know One Hope. The next one is a beautiful page. It's all about our impact. You can see the impact again by going to the left-hand navigation menu. see the impact to date and learn more about our cause partners. I'm going to pause so you can see how wonderful this page is. You see the impact to date, how it works, how we partner with our cause partners, and then who our featured partners are. This is going to be very helpful for you to be able to share this with your prospects too, and with people that are just learning about One Hope. Next, we have the Grateful Club. The Grateful Club is not only accessible from our homepage, but within your store too. For instance, let's go ahead and click on this as a new feature. It's a new, it's our new additions, I think, and it's an inline feature where it takes you to the Grateful Club. In the Grateful Club, we have a section that shares how it works. We list the 3 ways you can save with Grateful Club, including the opt-in of Mari's Picks. We also include more about Mari's latest curated selection of summertime wines, and then we finish up with a great FAQ section. Many of the sections that we have on the One Hope Wine website has an FAQ section, so you guys can learn a lot more there too. The next one is our opportunity. This one's a little bit harder to find right now, but we're working on that. But it is loud and proud when you get to this page. Right now, we're working on getting the option to join a little more prominent pretty soon. But for now, this is where you can find it. This is on the This is a Tree link. So if you go to the navigation menu, you go to This is a Tree, and then you scroll down and you're going to see these 3 stories of what we offer at One Hope. When you click on the one in the center that is the opportunity page, look at how our opportunity comes to life and people can discover that we are a great business opportunity. Now, you can always direct people to this link if you wish to, but be sure that they use your name for referral if they complete the form. There is a form, a lead form here, and there's more on that to come, I promise you. We've got this great part 2 that talks about the starter kit and more information about what it takes to be a cause entrepreneur with us. And again, FAQs. So it's just awesome. It's an awesome place for people to land. But make sure that you're guiding them. Now, that is probably like my second favorite place that you can go on the website, but this one is my favorite. This one is all about winemaking. Now, if you want to feel inspired, proud, and knowledgeable, this is a great crash course in what makes our wine so special and what makes our company so special. I encourage you all to check this out and all the other pages at onehopewine.com. But take a look, you guys. This not only talks about the region that we're in, it talks about our vineyard. You can go in there and learn more about soils and climate and the terrain and exposure and about our iconic wines. You can learn about our winemaking team, not only Mari, but Rob Mondavi Jr., Tony Coltrane, and Oscar Rentaria. They have their own stories here too, so you can learn a little bit more about them. And then what our 3 fundamental beliefs are about winemaking and our process. This is huge. So right here tells you about the process we take with all of our wine. This is something that's available to the public. They come to this website and they can learn about it, so it's something you can be very proud of. More about Estate 8, and then any awards that we have earned. So, pretty cool, right? I think so. All right, so now that you've seen a little sneak peek about the website, what's on the website, maybe some things that you hadn't discovered before, Drew, can you maybe come back and give us a little bit of a glimpse into maybe what might be coming down the pike with our resources and our training center?
Yeah, I sure can. So what Chris was just showing on One Hope Wine as it relates to impact is a big focus that we're really looking to put together a new wave of materials. Of course, an interactive course with quizzes and a certification in the training center, some more PDFs that seek to give more information on not the name of our cause partners, but more about who they are and what they do and where they came from. So expect to see a lot around impact coming. Beyond that, I think some of the things around leadership and leadership and coaching and training. I know that Chris is putting together a pretty nice roadmap around taking what's already there and expanding. The resource center, like we said, will continue to be filled with more upfront presentations of the information itself, for example, in the shareables and the printables that we know are important to your social media presence and to communicating with your teams and communicating with prospects. Those are all in some deep folders, and we know we need to make those more visible. So we're really just going to keep in line with our ease, with consistency, with redundancy, and try to bring the things that you may have found in one place and spread them across the other places you'll be, because everybody's experience with One Hope is going to be different, and everybody learns in a different way. And so our challenge is to really build materials and build pathways for every learner, whichever that type may be, and to give you guys, as their trainers, coaches, and champions, the resources you need to train them and keep them inspired and build that enthusiasm and passion around the brand and our purpose to get out there and go share our story with the world. So I really think there is a long way to go as far as continuing to embellish and enhance our resources. With all of the program enhancements that we've made, we know there are still opportunities for us to increase awareness of those programs and understanding of those programs. And even beyond that, there's some really big ideas that folks are starting to talk about that are going to reward and bring more awareness to those members of our communities who do have these certifications and who have gone through the trainings. You know, it's important to be trained just on its own to be successful, but when you go through that work, it would be great to have some way to share with the broader community what you've done. So we're starting to talk about how to translate our internal action and engagement into something that's more visible for the rest of the community. And I know those conversations around how to do that are just getting started. So the more you know, the better. The more confident you feel when you have knowledge. And I certainly know, as someone who's done some training before, if you can't train on it, you don't know. So it's important that all of us as trainers really dig into these resources, find the methods that are valuable and effective for our teams. And if there's anything that's missing or anything you think would be a valuable addition, we absolutely want to hear, and can field those requests through feedback, through chat, through the telephone. It all comes back to the same place. And we have teams internally working on really panning for gold and looking for those great nuggets of information that really are breakthrough. And a lot of what we have here today is because we heard and have been listening to where we can make improvements. So this wouldn't have happened without the ongoing conversations we have with you guys. So please keep that up. Use this resource center. Check out the trainings. Enjoy those. Be inspired by them. Earn your certificates, and let us know how it was. And we're here to keep making your experience as exciting and as meaningful as possible. And that's what keeps Chris and I motivated and going. So thank you.
For sure.
Thank you guys.
That's for sure. Thanks, Drew. That was really great information. And you guys, I think that if there's one thing that you really take away from that, from what Drew just shared, is number one, we're working every day to bring a more robust experience to you. The training center, the 2 wine courses are just the beginning. There's so much more to come. And that's where you're probably really going to see the biggest difference in the next few months. And then also just the fact that you guys are able to gain the knowledge, I think, and give us the feedback too. As Drew said, that's going to be instrumental in making sure that we're bringing to you what's relevant and what's most needed. So super excited about that, and lots of fun things to come that we can't talk about yet, right, Drew? But we know that you guys will be excited about some of the things that we're going to unveil in the coming year. So just to kind of keep the excitement going. We have a fall tour going on, you guys. I'm getting ready to leave here probably about an hour for Columbus, Ohio. And so the trainings are going on starting this weekend. Jackie Ugranovsky, who is our director of marketing, is on a plane right now to come out to Ohio and be with me. We're going to be in Columbus. And then Katie and Emily, who works in our event as part of our event team, is going to be in Denver. And then next weekend, Jackie and I will be traveling to Boston, and Tiffany and Adri will be in Las Vegas. And then we'll wrap everything up at the end of September on the 22nd with Katie and Emily back in Kansas City, Tiffany and Adri in Orange County, and then Jackie and I will be in Philadelphia. So we're really excited to get out and bring this all to life. It's going to be fun just to kind of hug on you guys and have some good times together and learn together, because that's what it's all about. It's about experiencing One Hope and being able to go out there and share it confidently and to really increase the impact. So with that being said, let's take some questions from you guys. Drew, do you still have a couple minutes to stay on for questions with me?
I certainly do.
Great. Thank you. I'm going to look at the chat room here first. It looks like, okay, I'm going to go back to the beginning. Okay, so we're getting agreement from Carolyn that the new courses are amazing. Mari's videos are the best. Okay, so Carolyn says the Help Center has been so helpful, great resources to share with new cause entrepreneurs. Thank you, Carolyn. Rita says, you rock, Drew. That's awesome.
I like that one.
Okay. So Lisa says that she's so excited for the link to the program enhancements and that she needs to go back and rewatch a few of the videos. So much info. And so Ruth has asked, is there a PDF we can share showing current numbers for impact? That's a great request, Ruth. I don't know if we have a one-sheet PDF right now, but I'm going to make a note of it right now to find out if we can make that for you pretty quick. If not, I can tell you that we do have a PDF of our opportunity brochure, and we do have a page in there that has our impact to date, our numbers for impact. So if you want to, you can go there and you can just print off the one page. But in the meantime, I'll make a note of this, that we need to have a one-pager for impact.
Yeah, that was to I saw that post while we were talking. That was why I spilled the beans around our interest in building an impact training. Yes. And this gets to redundancy, right? The PDF one-pagers are fabulous ways to share information when you're there live. But the best way to share information is with your voice and with your presence and by understanding it. So the website has that, but we know it's not doing the best job at communicating that information and really building that understanding. Mm-hmm. So, but from a PDF to an interactive training to more details in the resource center, this is top of our list. And I'm sure you guys can understand how it is where it is. Now it's on the top of the list because everything else isn't on the top of the list. We have a clear path in front of us now to making our activities and our roadmap and our partners much more visible for you, so you can really understand what it is that this community is working for and working towards, and that new purpose of ours.
That's awesome. Yeah, impact is where it's at, and we really want to make sure we bring that front and center to you guys. Susan has asked, when will we be enrolled in the Grateful Club? She's thinking she saw something that says September 14th. Actually, Susan, you are already in the Grateful Club. All cause entrepreneurs are in the Grateful Club, so you should be able to go ahead and see yourself as enrolled. It's automatic. You get the same benefits as Grateful Club members. Carolyn wants to know where Cause Entrepreneurs locate this call recording. We're going to post it to the community forum this afternoon. It will also go into our program enhancements section, probably of the resources, because this is something that does cover, it's like almost our final call that we're having of all the program enhancements that, takes all the new resources and make sure that you guys know where to find them. So in those two places at least, because I love redundancy, it might be a couple more places. And then let's see. Oh, Drew already said that. Drew, my gosh, you're like my right hand. Okay. That's so funny. Yeah, Jackie's going to pump me up, and we're going to get blank done, because that's the thing that we do together. I'm not going to swear on this call. Okay, Susan wants to know if we're going to share at the trainings about the new things coming down the road. Well, you know what? We might spill the beans about a couple things, but for the most part, it's going to be, everything that is new right now, and how it works for you guys in your businesses. So, is there a way to copy and paste some of the great language on the website so we can use it on our invitations, Facebook events, eVites, etc.? You know what? A really good thing to do, Ruth, is to go ahead and write into feedback or write into support any kind of requests that you have for shareables. If you want us to create a shareable that will be that will mimic something that's on our website, we can make those up pretty quickly for you. So definitely, if there's anything that we can do, let us know that. And yeah, Carolyn has a good idea. You could also copy and paste the specific link and share. Okay, well, that concludes all of our questions in the chat room. So Drew, this has been a great call. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm so appreciative that you got on and you helped me. And, I love being able to team up with you as far as all of the changes that we have. And so thanks again for joining me, everybody. Thanks for joining us today on Friday. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. If you're going to be in Columbus or Denver, we'll see you there. And otherwise, we'll see you next week. Okay, have a great weekend, and go out there and sign up some preferred customers, get some Grateful Club members going, and some cause entrepreneurs, and build bunches and create clusters. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.